This week's summit is American Racing. It's going to be the toughest summit you've faced so far, so hopefully this video helps you get platinum because there's an exclusive car up for grabs. Let's go! Real quick before I get into the video, if you're looking for a community of racers to play with, join our Discord. There's a link in the description down below. That's also where I do all of my giveaways, and we have every topic in there from the Crew Motorfest, the Crew 2, to Need for Speed Heat, Need for Speed Unbound, everything Need for Speed, and all kinds of other racing games. There's over 14,000 members there, so hit that link and join us. All right, let's get into this. All right, anytime there's a car up for grabs in the summit for the platinum reward, the summit competition gets insane, and the reason is because more players want to earn those cars. Everybody wants to collect the exclusive cars, and this one is absolutely exclusive to the summit. If you go to the store, it says summit exclusive. That means you can only earn it this week by playing in the summit and getting platinum. That being said, there's a couple of keys to this summit, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the cars that you're going to need. There are 5 cars that you need, and one of them is an optional car, so I'll give you a 6th option for the drag race. But let's get into the cars first. You need the Corvette C6R, the Viper Competition Coupe, and the 4GT Le Mans race car. Now those are purchasable in the bundle. You go to the store, go to bundles. It actually should be right on the front page, but you can get it in the store and in the bundles section. Just get the American Racing bundle. After that, you're going to want to buy the Camaro SS. The Camaro SS is very, very good for one of these events. And then either the Corvette Stingray drag car or the Proto Burning Wheels Edition drag car. Those are going to be used for the speed trap. All right. Here are all of my pro settings for the cars that I've used in this week's summit, and then we'll get into some of the events and some of my tips. Alright, the key to this summit is the Affix bonus called Iron Grip. And the Iron Grip Affix reduces the amount of wear that your tires take during the race, so it is 100% necessary. With the right amount of bonus, you can completely eliminate a pit stop, making your times much faster. Here's how to get the maximum Iron Grip bonus for this week. You should have gotten 10 legendary points for the American Pop Culture Summit and 5 legendary points for leveling up each of your 3 main stage progression tracks. The blue is for the playlist XP, the orange is for the multiplayer XP, and the green is for the exploring XP. Anyways, you should have a total of 25 legend points to play with, and the most important thing to do is to max out your Iron Grip Affix. So go to your profile, then go to driver, then go to legend points, and reset your page if you've already applied your points, and then tab over to the gameplay and put 20 points in the Iron Grip bonus. Alright, you can further decrease that grip loss by re-rolling each of your parts to have the Iron Grip Affix as well. I went with Pure and Iron Grip as my bonuses, but if you feel like you're doing okay without re-rolling your parts, then don't worry about this step, just use Pure and Extra Pump. Alright, let's get into the events themselves. Keep in mind, I'm not the most skilled driver out there, but I figured by watching one of these laps that I've done, it'll give you an idea of at least how to get the scores that I've got. As of recording this, I'm 63rd place overall out of 25,000 players, so here we go. The first event is called Green Flag. For this one, I highly recommend the Camaro SS. It drives very, very well. It's a very fast car. This is a 3-lap race. No pit stop is the optimal strategy. Here is what I've got for my lap. Next up, we've got the Brickyard 400 in the C6 Corvette. This one happens to be a 5-lap race, so you're going to need to pit stop at least once, and I recommend doing it after lap 3. Now, if you light up your tires or you ride too much on the rumble strips and your grip is getting too low to where lap 2 kind of feels funky, then pit stop after lap 2 and try to take care of your tires on that first lap after your pit stop. Here's what my full lap looks like. Next up is the event called Nitro Time. This one's in the Dodge Viper. It's again a 5-lap race, so the same pit stop strategy applies here. If you can do it after lap 3, great. If not, do it after lap 2. And here's my full lap. Next event is called 10 tenths, and this one again is going to be in the Dodge Viper. This is a 3-lap race, so try to make it through the entire race without pitting at all. Just take care of your tires, but go as hard as you want, but make sure you take care of your tires at the same time. I know that's opposite strategies, but you got to do it in order to get a good time. Here's my full lap. Alright, the next event is called Burnt Rubber, and in this one we're going to be taking the Ford GT. This is a 5-lap race in the rain, so you're going to have to brake a little bit earlier and make sure you're using throttle control coming out of the turns. Again, same pit stop strategy. I would use a pit stop after lap 3, and if you have to, after lap 2. Here is my full lap. finally, the last race of the summit is called Top of the Game. Again, you're going to be in the 4GT. This one is another 3-lap race, so make sure you're trying to make it through the entire race with no pit stop. Here is my full lap.
Pressure intensifies.
Alright, now for the 2 slaloms, I suggest either using an Alpha GP car or a racing car of your choice. I used the 4GT car that we were using in the summit because I happen to have a full set of score breaker parts on it. Score breaker parts are the key to success in these 2 events. Whichever ground vehicle type you have a full set of score breakers, that's the vehicle that I would go with. It will score higher than using a faster car without it. And finally, we have the speed trap. This one's pretty simple. You need to use a drag car and find a slipstream partner. Now, the fastest speeds in the game are being set using the Proto Dragster, so I'd recommend using that. But basically, if you don't have Nitro Chemist with Pure and Frenetic, or you don't have a slipstream partner, you're gonna just have to be happy with whatever you get, because honestly, you don't stand a chance to get a super high score. My score isn't the best because I don't have fully leveled up drag parts, but it is what it is at this point in the game, and this one event really shouldn't hurt you too much. If you can get at least around 350 miles an hour, you're gonna get a decent score for the summit. Alright, that's it for this one, guys. If you have any questions about this week's summit, please don't hesitate to ask. I've got my DMs open on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord, and I read and answer every single message. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.